Hi, this is Edith, Instructional Innovation Trainer at Klamath Community College, and in this video I'm going to go over the Sway program that you can use instead of using a regular PowerPoint. Where Sway is really nice is for using it for internal and external newsletters. You can do trainings, how-tos, business presentations, status updates, resumes, photo collections, and anything else that would be a combination of text and images and movies, etc. How you get to Sway is by logging into Office 365. I do that through the MyKCC homepage. You don't have to sign in to get to the MyKCC homepage. You can just click on the login to Office 365 link. Something I'd like to point out about Sway, Sway is only available online, and the way you share it is either you embed it into a website or you send a link to individuals. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Sway. This is the front page of Sway. You can create from new, you can start a topic, you can start it from a document, which is like a PDF or a Word or even a PowerPoint. It can take the information that you have within those documents and actually create a Sway for you. You also have the option up here to create new, view tutorials, create new again, get help, see who you are signed in as, and sign out. This part of Sway is just showing you your edited Sways, the ones that you have viewed. So if it's not your own, it will show up in the views. You can do analytics based on Sway, and the analytics shows how many people have viewed your Sway, the average time that they spent on your Sway, the average completion rate, and then some other information. I'm going to go ahead and go back to edited. When you get into Sway, this will not be here because you won't have a Sway, but these are the ones that I will have created, or you will have created, that I'll start populating in there. You can start from a template. Sway does give you various templates that you can use. It just is a preference for you. You can also get lessons in Sway. These are actual Sways that have been created. I have actually created a Sway from scratch. That's this one. If you use one that is already a template, it's a little bit more difficult to change the graphics and the way that things are set up. So I prefer to start with a blank Sway. So I'm going to start on a new Sway. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Create New. You can click it here, you can click it here, and again, you can start it from a topic. If you do is start it from a topic, you can see through the hover menu, it's start by giving Sway a topic, and then they'll create the outline for you. So that is definitely up to you if you want to try it that way. Again, I use just Create New. So I want go ahead and go in here. And then I have the storyline. That's what the information that I'm going to put here. This is my design. So once I have started creating my Sway, I can actually go in and check it and see how it looks as I progress along. I can play the Sway, so that's just so that you can see how others will view it. I can share it through here. I also have my ellipsis. I have more information here, so I can create another one. I can duplicate the Sway, so if I really like the way this turned out, I can use it again. I can save it as a template, so I can leave it empty and then use it again as a template and then continue using it for something different. I can print my Sway. I can export it. I can change the settings for the Sway. I can check accessibility, which is very big for ADA compliancy, making sure that people with color blindness or who might have some audio disabilities or visual disabilities are able to view the Sway and not be left out of some of the features that are available. And this will show me what it looks like in the accessibility view. Again, you have help and who you are and how you can sign out. If I want to add a background here, I can go in here, click on that, and it brings up this window here, and I can search for anything I want here. So in this instance, I will use a badger because that is our mascot. And then I have these pictures, so I can actually just drag and drop the picture into the Sway. I can also change the focus point. So if I perhaps want to focus on just the face, I can go in here and I can click on this, and then I can just focus maybe on his eyes. And then I do have to click reset. Now, if the image is too large for this, you would click the entire image is important, and it will show up that way as well. It'll show the whole picture and not just a piece of the picture, and I can click on reset. Now you can see I have two different choices here. This is the computer, this is mobile devices, because you can actually view a Sway on mobile devices. I can change the title of my Sway. And I can emphasize a word in here if I choose to do that. I can also accent a letter, and I can create a link in here as well. So as I continue on, I just click on the plus sign here, and it will tell me kind of where we're at. It will suggest something to me, but I can also choose whether I just want to do text, whether I just want to do media, or I want to create a group. And a group is really very useful if you have a lot of pictures and you just want to put them in there all together so that your students or your viewers can view it like a slideshow or in a grid, or do a comparison. So I'm going to go ahead and do the slideshow for right now. And then you see here I have add an image, but the first thing I'm going to go to is actually I'm going to go to the group type. Since I'm going to do a slideshow, I actually have some other choices here that I can use. How do I want my slideshow to show? This one is really nice. It shows all the pictures at the bottom, plus the user is able to click between the two, between the various pictures. So let's go ahead and add some pictures. I'm going to go ahead and select image, and I'm going to put some more badgers in here. And you're going to see when I put these badgers in, I'm going to get a bunch of different windows. But we'll see what it looks like when it's all done. So all right, I'm done here. I'm going to go ahead and close out of here, and I'm going to move on to the next thing. So once I move on to the next thing, well, let's go ahead and let's call this okay. And then I can also add another image if I choose to. But I'm going to come down here. I'm going to select down here, and I'm going to add another Sway card. That's what I call them. It's kind of like a slide for PowerPoint. It just gives you more options here. So let's go ahead and add another one. Let's say we just want to add text. Okay, so I added that. I can also add bullets. So I could put it bullet, you know, and so on and so forth. I can also just do it as numbers as well. If I want to add a link, I would have to find the link that I would like to add. So perhaps I want to add the KCC homepage, the My KCC homepage. So I can go here and I can paste it here and say My KCC homepage. Okay. So now it's showing up as a clickable link. Okay. So that just enables the user to click on that, and then you don't have to do any coding. It actually does it all for you. So I'm going to go ahead and add another one. Perhaps I want to add some media. So I can add an image, I can add a video, audio, I can embed something from another website, I can upload media from my computer. But if I were to click on video, I would be given some suggestions here. This is how I know these are videos. This little icon right here tells me those are all videos. So let's go ahead and put one in. Everybody loves the honey badger. Okay. And I can also change how I want it to be viewed. It's relatively easy. It just builds it for you. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to say, let's go ahead and close this out and go into play so you can see what this looks like. Now I can also hit design and look at it, but I want to see what it's going to look like for my users who come to see the Sway. This will bring you over to show you all the different types of, this will bring you over to show you the different slides that are available in the Sway. The difference with Sway here, we can change how it's viewed, but right now it's going to be an up and down view versus a side to side view like you would see in a PowerPoint, but you can do an up and down as well. So let's go ahead and start doing that. And here's my slideshow. And I can actually click on each of these, or I can scroll through them this way as well. Here's our the bullets that I had created, the home page, so you can see that it's actually active. So if I click on that, it's going to open up the home page for my KCC. This is also the video that I had uploaded, and there it is. And you can see that I'm still on my same page here, and then I'm done. Now, I can share from here. I can continue to edit. I can share, and I have some settings here as well. So this is where I can change how the view of the sway is. Right now, the default is set for up and down, as you can see, but I can also change it to side to side. So it would go this way instead. I would slide through like a PowerPoint. So this is definitely up to you how you would like to do this. The other thing you can do is actually loop. My recommendation is to be between 3 and 5 seconds if you're going to do a loop, because 3 to 5 seconds is usually long enough for the individual who's watching this to get the information that they're looking for. Anything longer than that, it will be a little bit too long for them and they may get bored. So just be aware of that. I also have these other options available in here as well. And when I'm done and I feel like it's all good, but I want to go back and check my editing, I just click on the edit and there it is. Using design just gives you the ability to look at your sway before you're ready to put it out there for others to view it. The only difference between those two is that the play actually shows you what the user will see when they come to the sway. When you click on share, you can actually click here. I can share it with specific people or group, those in your organization with the link, anyone with a link. I usually choose anyone with a link because I may want to present to somebody outside of Klamath Community College, so that gives me the ability to do that. You're also going to invite them to view or edit. So perhaps you're collaborating on a newsletter together. You would want them to be able to edit, so you can click on that and that gives them the ability to edit your sway as well. The other options you have is you can require a password. So that may be something that just helps the individuals who are helping you edit the newsletter to not give out this sway to anybody else who doesn't have the password. And you can also uncheck whether the viewers can see the share buttons. So let's go back in here real quick because I do want to show you some other things. You can also get a visual link, so I can click on that. And then this is what will come up with it. And if I just click copy and then put that into my email. So let's go ahead and open email real quick. And then I will right click here. And there it is. So I can actually, when I send this out, go to sway. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. Also with sharing, you can also embed the code. So if I get this, I can get this code and actually put it, say, on my SharePoint site, or I can ask the webmaster of KCC to please go ahead and embed this onto my page that I have available to me through Klamath Community College. Perhaps you're in HR or something, you want to put a newsletter out there, you can actually have that code embedded and then that sway would show up. Okay. And this is just your undo button. You got an undo and a redo. Okay, so the next thing that we can look at is styles. So if I click on styles here, again, I can choose how I want the viewer to see this way. Do I want it to go up and down so they can scroll up and down, or side to side, or do I want it in slides like a PowerPoint? Up to you. You can also change the coloring of your sway and your borders that surround the sway. So if I wanted this one here, you can see that it's changed. I've got now flowers all around it. It just kind of fancies it up for you. You can see here, if you click on here, you will get some more options as well. And it doesn't matter. You can change it as many times as you want. Just whatever works best for you. The remix is a random. It'll change it for you, just kind of like, you can say, you know, I'm not really sure what I like. Let me see what the differences are. What are your suggestions? And then Sway will give you different options here as well. So if you have any other questions, concerns, comments, some information I didn't cover regarding sways, please feel free to contact me. My email is warden@klamathcc.edu. My extension is 340. And you can find me on Skype for Business, Edith Warden. Thank you and have a great day.